Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So you guys probably already know what this video is about just based off the thumbnail and the title. So I'm just gonna get right into it and show you guys our new tractor. So we actually bought this a couple months ago. It is a John Deere 5101E 2012. So I've been waiting to make this video for a while now because I wanted to show you guys actually using the tractor instead of just walking around it. So today we actually got a little bit of a job to do with it, and I'll explain more on the way there and when we get there. But we need to hook up to this rake here, and we're gonna take that over to the second farm. The rake is hooked up. There's not really much to hook up, just put the pin in it. But yeah, it's been a little while since we've used this rake just because of we don't have our hayfield this year. So the first thing you guys probably notice about this tractor is obviously it has a cab with windows. So it does have heating and air conditioning. I have not tried out the heater yet just because we haven't needed it, but the air conditioning works really good. So that's actually one reason why we're using this tractor right now for this job. So the next thing I'll mention with this tractor is for shifting, you got A, B, and C, and then within those gears you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there's 12 gears that this tractor has. Put the flashers on, head out. So this tractor can go 22 miles an hour, which is our fastest tractor we have. The second fastest tractor we have would be the 3150, which is about 19 miles an hour. Just telling from the front wheels how big they are. This is a four-wheel drive tractor. Got the lever down here to switch. And this tractor is 101 horsepower is what it's rated for. So it's about the size of the 3150 based off of power. But size-wise, it's actually quite a bit smaller. It's even smaller than the 4030. So I would be going 22 miles an hour, but I don't exactly trust the rake back there. It is very old and really has never been on the road its entire life. So this tractor is not brand new. I believe I mentioned it is a 2012, and we got it used. It's got about 800 hours on it, which is very new for our farm. It's our newest tractor we've got, and the reason we bought it was mostly because all of our tractors are getting pretty up in age, and they're getting to have a lot of hours on them. So we wanted something just to kind of, if something breaks down, we got a spare tractor to use. And it's also just nice for little things running around like this. So the guy that had this tractor before us actually had it on a Kinsey planter, pretty much identical to ours. So we know this will work perfect with the planter. It should work just fine with the sprayer if the 3150 ever breaks down. Now the other cool thing about this tractor is it is actually set up for a loader. You guys can't see the joystick right now, but it does have the joystick in here, and it's got the hydraulics down underneath the tractor. The only thing we'd need to get if we wanted to put a loader on it was the bracket, and then obviously the loader. So that's one thing we kind of thought about getting for this was loader, and it could kind of replace our John Deere 60, which is getting very old, and yeah, it's not starting to get quite a few problems. So that's one other cool thing we could do with this tractor. There's just kind of, there's a lot of different ideas we could do with this. A lot of different jobs. Should be very versatile. I think the job that'll be nicest with this tractor will be running gravity wagons around during harvest. So instead of using the 4030 or the 3150, we can have this tractor. If it's muddy, we can have the four-wheel drive on, pull it up the hills, no problem. And it's got the cab. So instead of freezing our butts off when it's 20 degrees or below, we can be in the nice heat in the cab. So that'll be one other nice thing. I also have this very handy spot to put you guys, so I don't have to hold the camera when I'm talking to you. And I almost forgot, it's got a radio, which will be extremely nice. Alright, so we made it to the second farm, and I'll kind of explain what we've been doing around here. So you can kind of tell we've been mowing quite a bit with the brush hog around here, and we actually are mowing, it's about 8 acres on the other side of the river, kind of right next to that corn over there. And what our plan is to do with that is basically we're going to put crops in there next year. And in order to do that, we need to cut down all the grasses that have been growing for a very, very long time, and cut all that down. We're going to rake it up. That's what I'm doing now. And then we're gonna burn those rows. This isn't really good for baling hay or anything like that. It's just a bunch of junk grasses and other bad weeds in there that would not be good to feed anything. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna rake it all up right now, burn it once it's a little more dry, and then yeah, we're probably gonna put corn in it next year. And then, if you guys didn't know, the county does actually own this farm. They're going to put in their own CRP grasses and whatever they want. So this will just kind of be a nice thing to get done. Alright. Flip that lever down. And that rake is all ground driven, so there's nothing to hook up other than the hitch pin. See, there it goes. Not really sure where I want to start, but I guess I'll go along the fence line first. Might actually lower it down a little bit more. I don't need to do a perfect job, just good enough to burn the row and yeah, have a little bit cleaner than what it is now. Should be good there. So I'm not gonna just be raking singles or doubles like I usually do for making hay. I'm basically just gonna pile this up as thick as I can get it. Because then it'll burn a lot better. It's actually doing a pretty good job. You can see I'm not quite revved up all the way, but the tractor is actually pretty quiet when you're in the cab. The air conditioning up there feels really good too. Because today, well, let's look, 81 degrees right now. And the sun's beating down, so I'm sure the heat index is pretty high too. So this isn't exactly our first time using this tractor, but it's our first official job, I guess you could say, with it. There hasn't really been many things that we've needed to use it for yet. Once harvest comes along, I'm sure that'll be a different story. Try not to run over whatever that is. This is basically a big wet spot, so is over there. Guys, so just finished up in the back behind me there. We didn't have too much cut yet. We just wanted to get raked up what we did have cut, and then we'll continue cutting. So yeah, this tractor ended up working out really good. The rake was kind of struggling a little bit with this very thick grass, and because it's so thick, the brush hog leaves a little bit behind, and this thing kind of gets tangled up in it, and yeah, it just doesn't really like it that much, but it did the job, did what we wanted it to. So I don't know exactly when we're gonna get to burn those, but yeah, I didn't quite finish over here. We can always do that another day. But yeah, so anyway guys, I know it's kind of a short video, but I really wanted to show you guys this tractor because I know I kind of gave you a sneak peek to it quite a while ago. So yeah, anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.